Hello everybody and welcome to or welcome back to Live Fulfilled. If you're new here, my name is Megan and I try to make videos every single week about travel, minimalism, and how to live a happy and fulfilling life. So today's video is going to be another what is in my camera bag video. I posted one of these 2 weeks ago now. I believe it should be 2 weeks ago. And the bag that I showed you guys was my Brevity camera bag, and it was the camera bag that I take out when I am not taking a lot of gear. And in that video I mentioned that I would also do this video and show you guys the bag that I take out when I'm bringing pretty much all of my gear. So the bag that I use when I'm taking all of my gear out is this ProMaster bag. It is a camera bag. It's the Impulse 7356, and I love this bag, and I actually have not been able to find any reviews on this bag, and I don't know if it's like a new bag and maybe people just haven't tried it yet, or maybe it's an old bag and like everyone's over it. I don't know, but this is the bag that I use when I'm bringing a bunch of gear, and I really like it. Okay, so to get started, the bag has two outside pockets, one like place for the tripod on the bottom, another strap for a tripod that could go into the outside pocket, and then also a couple of pockets in the front. Okay, so let's just get started with what is missing out of the bag right now. So everything that I am filming with obviously is not in this bag. However, if you want to see the whole like setup that I'm filming with right now, go check out my other video, that I show you what's in my Brevity camera bag, because I actually filmed that with my GoPro, so I was able to show you guys this filming setup. But yeah, so I'm missing my tripod that usually goes on the very bottom of the bag, is where I like to put it. I am missing my Canon 90D, my Sigma 18 to 35 millimeter lens. I got the little shield on it too. I have a UV filter on the camera, and then I also have my microphone on the camera. So all that stuff is not in this bag. But like I said, if you want to see all this stuff, check out my other video because I show it to you all. So yeah, that's the first thing. So usually the tripod would go on the bottom. On the back, I always like to keep a couple of these hooks. They're like the carabiners? I don't know, but they're this type of hook, which is convenient. They can hook onto anything. And then in the outside pocket, this pocket right here, I just keep my GoPro sticks. So the GoPro handles that I carry around with me pretty consistently are the floaty stick. This one I think is just great for, like, obviously if you're going to take it anywhere near water, but also just for like vlogging. I think it's like really comfortable, and I like to use this one mainly because it hooks around my wrist, so if I drop it, the camera doesn't drop to the ground. So I really like this one. And then the other one I carry around is, I think this is called the Shorty. It's the extension tripod. So it can be this big, and then it can extend, and then it also turns into a tripod, which this one I carry around mainly just because of the tripod feature. So if I want to set the GoPro down, because this one like will just fall over if you try to set it down, where this one's meant to be set down. But I don't like vlogging with this one as much, just because if I drop it, like, the GoPro's gone. So those are what I keep in that pocket. So then in this front pocket right here, this one, the only thing that's in here is the rain cover that actually came with the bag. Very handy to have. Nice to know that if I ever do get caught in the rain with this bag, my gear will be protected. So then the next pocket is this pocket right here, and I actually don't have anything in here right now. Sometimes this is where you would put your laptop if you wanted to bring your laptop. I don't usually take my laptop. Sometimes I'll throw like my iPad in here though. But yeah, nothing in there right now. So then into the actual gear part of the bag. So it opens like this. So there's just two zippers, and it opens, and let's see if I can open this without anything falling out. It just opens up like that, and it opens flat. Missing in this bag, obviously right here would be where the camera goes, and then the mic would go in this bottom corner one. So that's where like the items would actually store. So let's just get into what is actually in it. So the first pocket I'm going to show you is this one because it looks like it's trying to fall out. And this is my GoPro. It is just in a little GoPro case. I love this GoPro case. It has a clip on it too, so I can clip it to things. I just have the GoPro 8 black. And on the GoPro itself, I have like a little rubber case to protect it. And then I also have a micro, I hope you guys can see this. This looks really dark on this viewfinder. I also have a microfiber cloth in the GoPro case because whenever I need to switch out batteries or SD cards and you have to pull the little rubber part off, my finger, like without fail, will touch the lens and then it will get all smudgy. So that is what that is. Oh, and the other great thing about this case, I don't know if I can find this case. I bought it on Amazon. I'll link it below because I really, okay, next great thing about this case. So it keeps your GoPro secure. One more thing. You can actually like hook a tripod on it and then still zip it up and it will stay with the tripod hooked on. So then like you can carry it around like this with your tripod. So then you're just like ready to go. But yeah, I like the GoPro, like the case. Then the next pocket below this is this pocket, and in here I keep camera filters. So if you watched my other video, I kind of went on like a ranty rave about how great camera filters are. I love camera filters. So like I said, I have the UV one right now on my lens, and then in this one I actually have 3 ND filters for my second lens. I would definitely recommend to buy a variable ND. These I've just had for a while and I'm not going to replace my different steps of the ND per se. Plus this is for my other lens and so it's not like that big a deal because I don't use this lens to record videos. But yeah, that's ND filters. Then in this pocket I have my polarizer filter for the lens that I'm currently using. Then in this one I have my polarizer filter for my second lens. And then in this one, I have my variable ND filter for the lens that I'm currently using. This is what I would definitely recommend if you're looking into getting filters. They're a little bit more money up front, but by the time you figure you spend a ton of money on buying different stops of like the filters, like single filters, you could probably just get a variable filter and it would save you less money over time and it would save you obviously space. So filters, I love them. I think they just seriously like change the whole quality of what you're shooting and what you're doing, especially the ND filters when you're out in like harsh light and you're trying to set like record a video and set like your shutter speed at certain things. And then also I really like the polarizer filter because I take a lot of landscape photos and it just makes everything pop more. So next thing in this bag, that bottom corner that you can't see, this bottom corner. So in this bottom corner is my like Gear Techie Other bag. That's a good name for it, right? Gear Techie Other bag. It's just like a GoPro string bag. You can buy these on the GoPro site. I'm like a GoPro Plus member, so I got 50% off. So I was like, yeah, that's a good deal for like some accessory bags. So in here, the first thing that I keep is my lens caps for the camera that I'm shooting with right now. So the one to go onto the camera itself and the one to go onto the lens. So if I wanted to just like completely take apart the camera or like switch out the lens or whatever, I've got lens caps. Then the next thing I have in this bag are 2 GoPro mounts. So the first GoPro mount that I carry with me usually is going to be the mount for a tripod. This is just like a standard tripod mount, like what I'd have this camera on right now. If I wanted to mount my GoPro to it, I could. And then this GoPro mount, I don't know what it's called, but it would be like the one that goes, it's the one that came with GoPro, and it goes into this stick. So yeah. Next thing I have is a remote. If I want to do remote shooting, I can. Then I have this string. This actually attaches to the GoPro, like the little rubber GoPro case that I have. And so then I could like wear the GoPro around my neck if I wanted to, or I could like cinch it up like this if I wanted to. I find this gets in the way though a lot. That's why I keep it off unless I'm actually going to be using it. But it is good when I want to, you know, use it. So then the next thing I have in here are batteries. So I've got 3 batteries for the drone. 1, 2, 3. Then I also have 2 extra batteries for the GoPro. Then I have 1 extra battery for the camera that I'm using right now. You don't want to run out of battery. That's just like the worst, is when you run out of battery, because then you're like, you can't do anything without batteries. So that's why I say I have a lot, but like I know this probably really isn't even that many batteries, but I feel like it's a lot and it's heavy and they take up room, and yeah. So, but you don't want to be short of batteries. So then the next / last thing I have in this bag are these little cords. So these are bongo cords. Oh my gosh. And they're just like gear ties, and you like loop them around something and it'll like this. So you can like loop it around and it'll hold something. And then I also have these red ones, and it's the same thing. You can loop them, or these you can actually like cinch. And they just come in handy. So I just have a handful in there, and that was all that was in that bag. So the next compartment we'll go into is this bottom one. This is just the other lens that I usually carry around with me. So like I was saying, the one I'm using is an 18-35 millimeter. This one is a 55-250 millimeter lens. This one's got pretty good zoom on it. I would like to like have one that zooms in more, but I don't know. I mean, this one does the trick. Like I can get like pictures of the moon. I can get pictures of like landscapes. I can get like really good pictures of birds. I've got pictures of airplanes with this before. Like this lens is a really, really, really good lens. And it's a kit lens. So it's like, why not, right? So that is just the second lens that I carry around with me. So then we're almost done. We got 2 more pockets, so we'll go into this one. And in here is my drone. So the drone that I have is the DJI Mavic Mini drone. And this is just what it looks like. I love this drone. So to be honest, this is like my first big kid drone, if you will. Like I had a toy drone, but like this is like my first drone that like takes videos or does anything really. So I've watched like a lot of reviews on this drone, and people like to complain about like all the features that it doesn't have. But where I've never had a different drone, I don't miss those features, and I personally think this is great. You know what I mean? Like you don't miss what you've never had. So yeah, I love this drone. The flight time's great. Like, the portability's great. Oh goodness, the gimbal's coming off it. Oh, don't lose your gimbal cover. Gimbal cover, not the gimbal, but nonetheless, we don't want to scratch the gimbal. So yeah, that is the drone. I bought this case off from Amazon. Would not recommend this case. I have like the nice case that it comes with, but you know, that's not exactly practical to take everywhere I go. So I bought this little case, and I mean, it's not bad. Like the foam is really good, but like this part is just like super like weak. Like it just bends, which I don't like. I think I want to like maybe like buy some like steel bars and just like glue in, kind of DIY reinforce it. But to be honest, this only goes in here, and then it just goes into like the padded pocket. So I think it's fine. I'm just a little paranoid with my stuff sometimes because I don't want it to get broken. And then last pocket right here. So last but not least, I have my drone remote. So this is just the Mavic Mini remote. It pulls out. You put the little joysticks on like so, hook your phone up, and yeah, you're good to go. So yeah, I have the remote, and then I also in here should, have the cord to hook the remote up to my phone. So like the cord goes in here like so, and then would hook into my phone like so. And that is how you fly the drone. So then I also have filters for my drone. I have ND filters, a UV filter, and then a polarizer filter, and they all just came in a little pack set. I actually have not used these yet though, because I have not been able to fly my drone since I got these, because the weather has turned to crap again. Yeah, now it's 50 degrees, which isn't bad, but it's been so windy, and like this drone's great because it's really light, but like 250 grams, 249 grams, whatever it is, would get blown away in a gust of wind, and it's been so windy. But yeah, so I can't say if I would recommend these, but these are the ones I have, and I have high hopes for them. And then the last thing in my bag is just my lens pen. So this is just like a lens cleaner. It has like that end, so you can like clean your lens. And then it also has like the brush to like brush stuff away. So that is actually it. That is all that is in my camera bag. I don't know. I don't think like it, I don't feel like it's a ton compared to like what some people have, but I don't have a ton of gear. Like, I like photography and everything else. Like, I like photography, I like videography, but at the same time, like, at the end of the day, the talent makes the photographer and not the gear, or the talent makes the videographer and not the gear. Like, you can have a super nice camera, but if you don't know how to work it, you're not going to be able to produce anything good with it. And on the flip side of that, like, if you have a really old camera but you know what you're doing, you're going to be able to produce something very good with it. So I just don't think you have to have like bags and bags and bags of gear for everyday use. Like, I get, you know, people, if you're going to go out and like shoot professionally on set, if you're going to do weddings, that's different. But just to go out and take pictures outside in nature, this is, in my opinion, a very good amount of stuff. I've got the drone, I've got the GoPro, I've got the nice camera, I've got batteries, I'm good to go. So yeah, that is all once again in the ProMaster bag. I like this bag too. Like I said at the beginning, I haven't found any reviews on it, but I think it's good. Like I showed you the pockets, it's got like waist straps, it's got a little like thing that tucks out from here if you want to put your tripod in it, like a little like foot for your tripod. I don't know. I'll just show you instead of try to explain it. Oh my gosh. Yeah, this thing. So you could like put your tripod here and then clip it here if it's bigger than here, but I always just put my tripod on the bottom. But I mean, I guess if you wanted to carry around multiple tripods, or I guess like maybe like a gimbal or something could be cool in there. But yeah, that is it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you like seeing tech videos, let me know. Like I said, this is kind of different than what I usually do, but you know, the whole one virus that I am not talking about has us all inside, so I'm definitely not going out to make content. So I'm staying in to make content, and this is a great video to make while I'm inside. So yeah, if you guys like videos like this, though, I was going somewhere with that, let me know, because I can do more videos. Like, if you'd be interested, I could like do like minimalist like GoPro accessories. I don't know. But that is it for today's video. I will talk to you guys all next week. See ya. Bye.